Every week, I get calls from real estate agents that run teams and ask me, Jared, why did I start this real estate team? If only they knew the heartache that was ahead of them. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 things that nobody tells you about running a real estate team. And if you're an agent that's looking to 10x their business or build wealth for the future, feel free to like and subscribe for more content like this. One of the things that happens all the time is agents call me and they ask me about starting a real estate team. They're busy, they're selling houses, maybe they're finding some success, and they're thinking, now is the time. But I really want to talk to you guys about, is it the time? What aren't you realizing about starting a real estate team that may stop you or at least make you take some different steps in approaching this? We're going to start with number 1. Running a real estate team is not the same as running a solo agent business. Now you may say, oh, well, of course, I know that, but I want you to really get across in your head that this is an entire job change. See, when you're a real estate agent and you're selling houses, it's easy. You're essentially an employee of your own business. You've just got to go out, try to find some business, sell business. You know how to write contracts. You know how to negotiate. You've built something successful. You're making money. But the second you start a team, you have to ask yourself, do I want to manage people? Do I already have systems in place that I'm using that a new agent can plug into and be able to be successful from day one? Do I have training outline for these agents that are coming on board? Am I going to provide them leads? If so, what am I using now? Do I know what works well? Do I know what converts well? Do I have all my conversion rates? What about accountability? When we interview agents, one of the first things they tell us when we say, what are you looking for in a team? So many times they tell us, I want leads. Almost no agent tells me, Jared, I want accountability. Yet that's one of the most crucial things. And as somebody that's moving from a team, or rather a solo agent to a team leader, all of these things now come into play because you are now an employer. You are now a manager, and now your time is going to be split. So if you want to keep selling real estate and run a team, you have to start understanding how much time can I give up for my day-to-day sales business to make this work? And do I have all of these things in play already? The second thing is that running a real estate team is not profitable for most team leaders. You heard this right. Most team leaders are out there running non-profit businesses so that their team agents can run profit businesses or for-profit businesses. If you're running a solo business, whether it's small, whether it's growing, whether it's massive, you need to be running a P&L within your business, a profit and loss statement, before you start adding team members in. You're going to do this because the first thing you have to figure out is how much money are you actually making as a solo agent? How many times do you ask an agent what they make and they say, oh, I make $250,000 a year, or $100,000 a year, or $300,000 a year? But what are they telling you? Well, typically, they're giving you that gross income amount. What they're maybe not taking into account is all of their splits, any kind of office fees they have, any kind of insurance, the gas that they had to spend to drive around and show houses, the closing gifts, the photography. Do you know that net for your current business? So if you do, now you can start to figure out, what's each team member going to cost you? What kind of lead budget do you now need? See, maybe you're buying leads for yourself, but what happens when you're trying to give leads to 1 person, 2 people, 3 agents, 10 agents? Likely, if you're starting a team or you're thinking about it, you're probably already successful. Your conversion rates are probably great. But what happens if you start giving your leads away and your conversion rates fall? How is that going to affect the P&L? Do you need more staff now for transaction coordination or listing coordination? What are you going to offer? Are you going to be doing the input for them? Are you going to be paying for photography? Are you going to be paying for signage, for marketing? See, all of these things are things that you now have to try to figure out. If you don't have it, do you need it? And if you need it, is it for you or is it for your whole team? And then what about the softwares that your team is going to need that maybe you don't even use, but you know that they're likely going to need? See, the bigger your team gets, if you want it to be successful, you need to be able to give them the systems that they need to be successful. So maybe you're already using a CRM, maybe you've already got some lead gen, maybe you've already got some of these things, but with our team, we have 30 plus members. We're using things for skip tracing, for pulling expireds, for pulling FSBOs, for circle prospecting, for seller automation, to ChatGPT, to Lovable to build up custom listing websites, to BombBomb for video chat. See, all of these things cost money, and the more team members you add, that cost is only going to rise. So you have to figure out, again, do you want to have these costs associated? Is it going to actually be profitable? The third is that most team leaders start the team for the wrong reason. See, maybe you're watching this video right now and you're thinking, man, I am a successful agent. I'm feeling burnt out. I've got all of these deals in the hopper. I just need someone to help me. So I'm going to hire a buyer's agent because I'm getting busy and then I can start handing my deals off. But is that how you run a successful team? See, is that building systems? Is it building value? Is it building training? Really what you're doing is you're just passing off your scraps. And unfortunately, that's not very scalable because as that starts to happen, one, that agent may not know how to go out and hunt for their own business because you're feeding them. And as you start trying to teach them and you add other agents in, there's only but so many scraps to go around. So as you start to run out of scraps, you start to see the holes in your vessel. You start to see, oh man, I really needed to be able to teach them. I needed them to be going out and getting their own conversation, converting their own leads, their own sphere. So you have to start thinking, am I building this for the right reason? Am I building something to scale and be a true leader? Or am I just looking to take some stuff off of my plate? Because if that's what you're trying to do, it may not be the best option. But what should you do? If you heard this and this described you and you think, man, a lot of this stuff is hitting home. Well, the first thing is you really need to look at the numbers hard. Is this something you really want? Would a showing model maybe be more beneficial for you, right? Finding someone to go out that you can give a little bit of money to open doors, a licensed assistant, someone that could handle home inspections to be able to let you scale your sales without necessarily having to give up the bulk of the commission. Have you already built out all of the systems for your team? The training, the onboarding, what about accountability? These are things that we're gonna have a lot of videos on that you can look at to see what we're doing with our team as far as accountability to make sure we're tracking the things that need to be tracked. And finally, the third thing, have you established your vision for a team? What about if you already started a team? Does your team members know your vision? Have you designed core values that are the root of your company? So hopefully this was helpful. If you're an agent that this spoke to and you need help, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I am happy to let you know how that I kind of built our business from me being a solo agent doing 100+ deals a year to 30+ agents on a team now doing hundreds of deals a year to really eventually kind of phasing out of the day-to-day sales. Be sure to look forward to more videos that we have coming down the pipeline. I'm happy to guide you in the process. Again, if you felt value here, please click like, subscribe so that you can see more content and we can get the news out here. If you want help 10xing your business and creating wealth and freedom for the future. Again, I'm Jared Davis, and this has been another video of Mega Agents Academy.